Hey y'all, and welcome back. Got a rogue hair here. Day 2 of the gym, feeling great. Wasn't too sore, felt so good. So now did my workout on my body. Now we're gonna work out on our soul and our spiritual life. We're gonna be reading from this little book, Hold Me Up a Little Longer, Lord, by Marjorie Holmes. Love this little book so far. Everything that we've read out of it has just been spot on and right at the perfect time of things that I personally have kind of been either thinking about, dealing with. So yeah, it's been spot on. So let's just open this little book to see where we're going to go with it. All right, here we go. If you happen to have this little book, y'all, I'm sorry, there's a rogue hair that is just, you know those little hairs that are in your peripheral vision that just drive you crazy? Okay, I think I got it. If you have this little book, we're going to be reading from page 73 and 74. And the title is Don't Let Me Take It for Granted. Okay, let's get started. Lord, don't let me take this wonderful gift of life for granted. What a miracle it is just to wake up in the mornings, to be alive another day, just to be able to get breakfast, to crack eggs into a sizzling skillet, to pour milk for the noisy horde, just to feel myself functioning, muscles and mind and voice, a voice the rest of the family probably wish didn't work quite so well. Remind me to stop sometimes in the midst of it, the often chaotic, maddening midst of it, and touch it, taste it, love it, feel very grateful for it. Let my heart pause to utter a little secret prayer of thanks. Lord, don't let me postpone my appreciation until all of this may be threatened. Don't let me wait for a time when I might be ill, hurt, afflicted, in traction, and out of circulation before I realize it could be taken away. Don't let me wait till it's over, as I know one day it will be, and I look back perhaps alone. Don't let me wait till I'm desperate, Lord. Don't let me wait till I'm dying. Help me to be fully awake and aware of the wonders of my life now, while I'm healthy and agile and able. Let me appreciate it while my family is all about me, in spite of the work and the worries they cause. Let me keep my rejoicing current, as fresh as the eggs, as new as the morning paper, as bright as my children's faces or the sunlight dancing at the door. Thank you for each day of our life together. Don't let me take it for granted. It's wonderful. I have found myself, since we started getting into spring and, the flowers, planting the flowers, and it's been like these cool, crisp mornings and the sunlight is warm on your face when you go outside, I have found myself in such a state of just thankfulness. I've been in a place of thankfulness for quite some time, but it just kind of took on a different look and a different level here recently. And it's kind of ironic that this is what we're reading about today, because Sunday I sat out on the back porch and I don't know, there was just something about that day. It was cool. There was a slight breeze, but the sun was shining on me and it was kind of warm. And I was watching the little birds, fly and eat from the feeder. And I was looking at all the flowers that were in bloom and the ones that were, fixing to bloom. And I don't know, there was just something come over me of just such thankfulness. And a few minutes ago, before I came in here, I was in the kitchen getting my dinner ready. I was doing a crock pot meal. And I was just thanking the Lord just in my mind of this life that He's blessed me with. And I've told James here recently that I was just thanking God for this life that I have. Now, let me say it's not perfect. We're humans and it is life. But I'm so grateful for all the imperfections as well as how perfect everything is, you know? It's amazing to me, and it should not be surprising, but it is amazing to me when you start working on your spirit man, your spiritual side, your soul, your relationship with God, how He then will start letting you see just how blessed you truly are. I remember when I was not working on the spiritual man in me, not working on the spiritual relationship, not working on my relationship at all with God. I remember that I would literally look at everything in such a negative. Everything was just a negative, you know? But when the Lord began to work in me and I started looking through the spiritual eyes and I started getting that relationship with the Lord and started having, conversations with Him, and we started, getting close and getting that intimate relationship, I realized how it changed the way I looked at everything. It even changes the way we can look at a problem that may come up in our life, Sorry, the TV's a little loud. I didn't realize it. But when we just have that relationship with God, He can just help us to see things in a whole different way. And things that I used to look at that I thought was just horrible and just so negative, I don't look at it that way now. And I'm so thankful. And I never, ever want to take, first and foremost, my relationship with God for granted. That's the ultimate, Everything else can fall apart around me, but I have got to keep that relationship with God. I want to keep that relationship with God. He is my number one priority. Then it's followed by my relationship with my husband. Then the relationship and everything to do with our kids and so forth and so on. But I never, ever, ever want to take any of those relationships for granted. I don't want to take this life for granted that I've been given. I probably took the long way and the hardest way to get to where I am today, but here I am, okay? And as much as I don't want to live in the past, go back there, wouldn't want to redo it, I also don't want to forget it, because that also reminds me of how far I've come and how blessed I truly am. And I think even when you're going through a battle and you're struggling and you got uncertain situations come up in your life, we can still be thankful because, number one, we're not alone in it. God is with us. He is with us every step of the way. There is no circumstance or situation that comes up in our lives that He is not right there with us and going to help us. We don't have to do it alone. And for that alone, oh my goodness, that is just so much to be thankful for. And I don't want to take that for granted. There's just so much when you just start sitting down and you just start thinking about it and just start verbalizing some things. And you just start saying what you're thankful for and what you don't want to take for granted. You will be surprised that there's a lot more than what you probably even realize. I know it is for me. I'm that way. And I don't know, I'm just so thankful. I'm so thankful for where I am, and I'm thankful for where I'm going. I know that, okay, I'm here for a season, but I also know that He's got something better for me. And if I just continue with this relationship with Him and I continue on this path, then it's going to get even better. And I don't want to take any of this where I'm at in this stage of life that I'm in for granted. And it truly is a beautiful thing to wake up every morning and when you open your eyes and you realize, thank you, Lord, you woke me up another day. Because so many are not given that gift. And we're given that gift. And I want to make the best of the gift of life that He's given me. And I want to cherish it, and I want to encourage others, and I want to be thankful in all things. Even on the bad days, I'm thankful. And that didn't used to be. That didn't used to be. When I had a bad day, I mean, the whole world was just a horrible place. But now I can be going through and having a bad day and still see the good in it. That's the difference God makes. That's the difference a relationship with God can make. And it's just, I wouldn't have it any other way. Knowing what I know now, there's no way I would go back to living my life without him in it. No way. He's just too good, and I just love him so much. Wow. This just kind of gets in your feels a little bit, don't it? When you just start sitting down and you start thinking about everything that God has blessed you with. And your blessings may look totally different than my blessings. He may bless you with some things that just wouldn't mean the same to me as they do to you, and vice versa. And that's okay. We're all individuals, and he loves us individually. And I love that so much about him, that he don't group us up and we have this group of like this and this group like this. He loves us all on an individual basis, and that is just a wonderful thing. I love y'all. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for this community of just so much love and encouragement and prayer. It is just a highlight of my day, the highlight of my day. And I just don't want to ever take this opportunity that the Lord has given us for granted. I'm just so grateful for it. Thank you for being such an encouraging part of my life. Thank you for being such an important part of my life. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I appreciate all of your prayers. I'm praying for y'all, and we are going to get through all of this together with a grateful heart, and we are going to get through and see all the benefits that comes with having such a cheerful attitude and a grateful heart. It's a win-win, y'all. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.